Weekend from hell. I think so. Yesterday I was like crying and having thoughts that I haven't had since like 20 years ago. I don't know. Like my younger selves, you know? The unworthiness wound. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I'm inherently not lovable. No one wants me. I don't fit into this world. And it was like I felt so alone. Like, I guess romantically. Like, no one, people want me around, but no one wants me, you know? And cried literally so much that there was no moisture left in my body. And then I went to sleep. Cried literally all day. um, and I realized today that I feel like myself again. I did cry today too, but for a different reason. For a reason that I relate to now. Like something like I'm grateful to be alive and to be living my purpose, and I see my higher vision again, right? Yesterday I couldn't really, or if I tried it felt fake. You know when you like set your sights high on what you want and you make decisions based on that, like what is in alignment to that truth, to the life that I desire and that I want to live, and you make decisions, and then you look around and you're like, there's nothing left because of the decisions I've made. But there's nothing left. It's not that there's nothing left, it's that it's like a freshly tilled soil, you know? But you look around and you're like, there's nothing here. And you look down from the vision, you're like, what the hell? I've burned everything down. That's where I was yesterday. And it felt fake when I was like, look up though. And I was like, I don't remember. I don't remember why I did this. Because I was like, remember how you're unlovable. And today, I remember me. And I realized the reason I remember me and that I feel fresh and new and like, feel like a rainy day, you know, when everything is cleansed, is because I allowed the expression of everything that came up yesterday. And I guess I, at the moment, wasn't truly allowing it, but it was just happening outside of me because what I was trying to do was going like, remember though, remember why you did it, and like, remember your vision. And then another part of me would be like, stop pushing that in my face. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at your vision. I don't feel good enough. I don't know what I'm doing. Confirmation. And I just spent all day in that. But I didn't try to remind myself of that today. And like even yesterday, there were moments where I remembered me and then I forgot me and then I remembered me and I forgot me. But my point is, I think in the distant past, many years ago, I would have remained in that state of unlovableness because like I would keep reminding myself that I'm unworthy. And then I would, if I like tried to force the thought of like, no, you are worthy, it would feel untrue. But the unworthiness is untrue anyway, inherently, right? It's just the fact that we stay in that emotion past the point of release. Because yesterday it came up and I allowed it. It was here. It was like a dark cloud around me, and I lived in it and I breathed it in. But today it wasn't here, so I didn't try to remember it. I didn't try to go like, but remember you're unlovable. And I think I used to do that all the time. I used to do that as like a habit, a conditioning, a requirement of like living, so that I don't get too high and like don't forget that you're unlovable. You know, I would do that and I would make that my identity. But I think the point of life is to experience every aspect of every emotion and every thought, to experience it lovingly and to hold it lovingly and to experience and express it as as presently as possible, like as if it is you, but only in that moment, and to not hold on to any of them. Because even yesterday, if I tried to hold on to this emotion here, it felt untrue. The whole point is to not hold on. All of life is just letting go. Because what we call an identity is just us holding on and putting something around us and cloaking ourselves. But I think if we let go, the true identity, the true wholeness of who we are, it automatically stands there. You're already here. You don't need to cloak yourself in good or bad, because all of them are just accessories. Like, I was me yesterday and I am me today. And the point is to not remain in any emotion longer than it wants you to. As if, like, what I used to do was like, it would be on its way out and I would go, wait, come back. Or it would be on its way out and I'd go, wait, I haven't fully understood you yet. And I would pull it back and sit with it. The emotion is the emotion. You can relive it as much as you want. But I don't even think they're meant to be understood. I don't think emotions are meant to be understood. I think the understanding and the knowing comes on its own, and it's way easier than we make it. And I think it's like, if you experience the emotion and you express it and you cry and you sob and you are loud and you're like feeling angry and you know, yell into a pillow and you like smash things and like you take care of yourself, but you express the emotion as much as possible, leaving third parties out of it and leaving your identity out of it. When the emotion says goodbye, or like it fades, it like goes up in smoke. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the intensity and heaviness of the emotion no longer sits in your body. You are not meant to understand it with your mind. I think the understanding comes. It's already in you. By expressing and feeling the emotion, there's nothing else you need to do. By expressing it, you are understanding it. And you're understanding who you are and you're understanding what to do next. There's no like mind work necessary. Cause I feel so good today. And I was like, oh, but how do I avoid feeling like I felt yesterday? And I don't think I'm meant to. And I think this is the first time I've not been afraid of it. I really felt like I didn't belong anywhere on planet Earth. I really felt like it's so difficult for me to be in social connection. Because I feel like the love that I give is uncomfortable to people who don't give love in that way and who don't want to receive it. And I just am like, the only time it's not uncomfortable is when I'm with anything that's not a human. Animals and plants and objects, I don't know, anything. I I feel closer to God when my love is not being rejected. But I love people. I love everything and everyone, and I think I'm just like okay with having my heart be broken, cuz that's who I am. I just feel like I present myself like heart forward. And I would never like change that. Like I'm so okay to like experience yesterday an infinite amount of times in my life and to feel like I don't belong. Because it's because it's like I'm experiencing it's like I'm experiencing the process of love over and over again. um and I'm having a good time. I think all emotions come from love and they go back to being love if we are present with them. I think even and especially the times I'm like so angry, or I'm like I'm gonna burn everything to the ground, or I'm like I'm gonna leave and live in the woods, or I'm like I'm never gonna talk to anyone again, or I'm like I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I am present with it, it always leaves a lightness in my being, like I'm empty. Like it was something I was holding that I didn't need to. And then it's like what's left is me without an identity standing here, solid, grounded. And that me is love. There's no like additional cloak around it. I don't think I don't think the point of life is to avoid those emotions. And I don't think there's such a way to live to avoid them. And I don't think it means anything about where I am in my life or who I am or my worthiness or what I'm not healing. I don't think that's what it is, although I do think the emotions are coming from unhealed past stuff. But I don't think I'm not doing the work. Maybe the emotion is just so strong in me that I'm not worthy. Then maybe I'll feel it for the rest of my life in like just moments. Because even right now, it holds weight. But I think the more I live and the more decisions I make, uh, the the more I'll have a knowing that that's also just a cloak. You know, it just feels like it's the smallest part of me. I don't mean to diminish. I mean literally it is the youngest and smallest part of me, and I just hold it like in such a sacred way. Like it just means so much to me. Cuz I don't know how to comfort her properly. Like I feel like her sometimes. You know? Like there's a spiritual expansion to me here. But she's like more physically grounded. Like I can be like there is no separation. God is here with us all and we're one. But that doesn't mean anything to her. It's not, that's not how you approach her. What she wants is like, she's like love. She wants it. She wants someone to look at her and go, I choose you. And and I think I'm afraid of that at some level, and I want it at some level. So I think my loneliness itself has been the greatest gift. I think I used to want to be around people to avoid feeling that loneliness, but what I'm talking about is not a lack of good connection in my life. What I'm talking about is a lack of reflection in my life, of reflecting who I am, right? But through that loneliness, I have seen myself reflected in things I would never have thought to look at. I see myself reflected in all of nature, in everyone I see like strangers, and I just understand them at a different level. Maybe understand is the wrong word. I mean, I hold compassion for them. I understand them. I accept them because I accept me. And I just feel really, really close to all living things in a different way. I feel more gentle. I see myself reflected in my creations. And I think I'm really glad I create, because it doesn't matter what it is. It just reflects some inner part of me back to myself. Like it's like I put a little piece of me in there. And even if I don't mean to or want to, when it looks back at me, I see myself. I see I see myself, and when I create things, it's the time that I don't feel like the love that I'm putting out is being rejected in some way. It's a way for me to put my love out and not have it be rejected. Because the creation itself is the love, it can't be rejected. There's so much in me. You want something? Monkey. Yesterday I was crying and crying. I was listening to a song that made me feel closer to God, and I was crying and I was like, God, I need something tomorrow to remind me that you're here. And as soon as I said it, I was like, I already know you're here. But I still just, maybe I need something. Anything I ask for, I'm already like, I already have it, I know. So what's the point of asking? But I was like, I'm kind of having a hard time and I need support. And maybe I don't want to share it with everyone. Love you.